Kips Clip. Alrighty YouTube, another one of Kips Clips. So I just want to show you how you can see the exact same shit everywhere, and it's all in the architecture. Now I showed you the stuff down in Glasgow Green. You had the High Court, then you had the arch, the McLaren arch representing ISIS. Then you had the obelisk in the middle representing Osiris, and then you had the ley line taking you all the way to the Great Pyramids. Now I've not done the ley line here, but all the symbolism is exactly the same. Oh sorry, and down at Glasgow Green you had the all-seeing eye as well, at the apex of the pyramid of the layout of Glasgow Green. Now you've got the exact same things here. So what you have here is the old Sheriff Court. This is Glasgow's old Sheriff Court. Now let me see if I can show you some of the inscriptions up here. I'm going to have to play these back myself. Try to take pictures as well. My eyesight's crap, but hopefully on playback people will be able to see elephant there as well. Guys in a bathtub. I'd probably say it's a boat right enough. There's Zeus, is that Zeus? That is, it's Zeus in it with his trident. You can see that. Spotted that bit, and his horses in the sea. So again, you've got all these ancient mythological figures turning up in supposed Christian buildings in the middle of Glasgow. Fuck, check your face out in that thing. Looks like a leopard or something. And I'm not sure what these are all meant to symbolise. So there you have Glasgow, it's old Sheriff Court. There you have the flag in the ground, the Osiris. You could interpret that as a box of tools. Also looks strangely resemblant of an acorn to me, but maybe that's just my mind. Maybe I'm just too symbol-minded. And of course, within a direct line, boom shakalaka, you have the Masonic Temple. Or the Trades Hall, as it's clandestinely called, but one and the same thing. That's where the temple is. And, of course, at the apex of the wee pyramid, another pyramid, you have the all-seeing eye that represents, to first-degree Masons, Masonic law. And the all-seeing eye, from the birth of that building. And then, sorry, you've got the dome, which represents ISIS. And you've got the all-seeing eye coming all the way down, boom shakalaka, to the Osiris monument standing right in front of the old Glasgow Sheriff Court. Now, a wee bit more interesting, obviously these streets have been laid out a long time ago. Right up there to the left, which is facing directly north, or I think it is more or less geographically north, because this part of Glasgow is a grid part, and that's an old hospital, which I showed you earlier on as well. Let me move before I get knocked down. And then let's have a wee look, see if we can see any modern day Masonic symbolism right down at the bottom of this street. Yeah, that's an old building that's been there for a long time. Let's see what symbolism we see on it now. The golden arches. So yet again, you know where to look. You can see the Masonic symbolism. And yeah, I'm suggesting the golden arches of McDonald's is Masonic symbolism. That's exactly what I'm suggesting. But again, it's just a coincidence that McDonald's, and you can also see there on even that window there. And call me crazy if you want, but you can see the two pillars in the middle, and you can see the three window panes in between, which represent the three lesser lights of masonry. And that is the gang sign that the Masons threw up on their buildings, so brothers from other mothers would know exactly who was staying there. Sometimes it would be candles sometimes it would be a candle in the window, so on and so forth. Lots of signs I fucking have no clue about, but there you have it, nevertheless. So you have Glasgow's old Sheriff Court. Mum, heading through now? And now I'm thinking about, I don't know, I'm hoping to maybe try and get a 360 camera, because see, doing these things in 360, it would be phenomenal. But anyway, so I'm going to take you through the old Sheriff Court building and show you what's on the other side, see if we can see anything there. So just so you don't think I'm lying to you. Old people don't know how to make it. People walking about talking to themselves on camera, it's funny. So they've got to do it the side of this building. They've done it pretty well actually, man. As you see, it's the Scottish Youth Theatre or whatnot. So they've turned it into, there's the Scottish Youth Theatre. So this is the old Glasgow Sheriff Court. Now make of this what you want, make of this what you want. This isn't quite architecture, but and now we go the other side now again. Excuse my ignorance, I'm unaware of what these buildings were back in the day. But I definitely want to have a wee shifty at some of the symbols on them. So, that's the old Sheriff Court. If you can read backwards, the old Sheriff Court. And right across the road from it, let's see if we can, this camera can see better than my eye. Oh, I'm running out of space. So before I run out of space, what I wanted to show you was the shape of that window. The very cryptic shield up here, which for heading or tailing me I can't tell what it is. Is it an anchor? Is it an anchor? I'm not sure. That's okay, mate, sorry buddy. And what the hell is that? It looks dead worn away and stuff, I can't hardly see any. Right, so there's a wee bit, another example of how you can see from the architecture, the street lines, the ley lines, the power lines, whatever you want to call it. You can see the Isis, you can see the Osiris, you can see a lot of things. Now here's another wee thing that I can get up close to and actually have a look at. Let me have a quick look. Is that same symbol? I cannot make head nor tail of that. It's like an old weaver or something. It looks like a bit of intertwined and stuff. Pretty sure somebody, that would make perfect sense to somebody, I'm sure. Absolute perfect sense to somebody. Not me, right enough, I don't know it, but anyway, thought I'd show you some of the signs and symbols in and around the old Sheriff Court. Coincidentally, the old Sheriff Court, coincidentally, right across the road from the Masonic temple. Catchy's YouTube.
F.E.A.R, come on. It keeps the cheese and the maize and the rats and the race and those peasants in the days like a head up on the ace. It's F.E.A.R.